If collecting is your love,
I want more.
every day.
That's not true. He likes me because I'm loud and a brat and he can make me shut up later. Oh, I wish I didn't say that out loud.
The hits just keep on coming.
Stream so that I have a good looking head. When you say website, I don't think action figures. Thomas! Thomas! You and I need to have a conversation. You and I need to have a conversation because on the back is numero uno. I love this book. I love it.
Always said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah. Before you get excited, that's a tail. The turtles had tails. Yeah, that's a tail. Thank you for pointing that it is a tail. That's a tail. The original turtles had tails. DCD Collects proudly presents signed, certified, and delivered. Each envelope has one 9.8 SIG Series comic book graded by CGC. These are hand-picked for you. 7 out of 10, my lord. It could take 6 months of being constipated before they die from the buildup. Not just any Iron Man. The Iron Man that saved us all.
In the box!
Not to
Doug! It's the Captain!
And I gotta say, that shield was pretty fun to paint too. It's chunky.
It is chunky.
Chunky with the oil paint.
Yeah.
Call on me and collect with DCD. If collecting is your love,
I want more.
every day.
That's not true. He likes me because I'm loud and a brat and he can make me shut up later. Oh, I wish I didn't say that out loud.
The hits just keep on coming.
Stream so that I have a good looking head. When you say website, I don't think action figures. Thomas! Thomas! You and I need to have a conversation. You and I need to have a conversation because on the back is numero uno. I love this book. I love it.
always said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah. Before you get excited, that's a tail. The turtles had tails. Yeah, that's a tail. Thank you for pointing that it is a tail. That's a tail. The original turtles had tails. DCD Collects proudly presents signed, certified, and delivered. Each envelope has one 9.8 SIG Series comic book graded by CGC. These are hand-picked for you. 7 out of 10, my lord. It could take 6 months of being constipated before they die from the buildup. Not just any Iron Man. The Iron Man that saved us all.
In the box!
Not to
Doug! It's the Captain!
And I gotta say, that shield was pretty fun to paint too. It's chunky.
It is chunky.
Chunky with the oil paint.
Yeah.
Call on me and collect with DCD. If collecting
I want more.
That's not true. He likes me because I'm loud and a brat and he can make me shut up later. Oh, I wish I didn't say that out loud.
The hits just keep on coming.
Stream so that I have a good looking head. When you say website, I don't think action figures. Thomas! Thomas! You and I need to have a conversation. You and I need to have a conversation because on the back is numero uno. I love this book. I love it.
Always said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah. Before you get excited, that's a tail. The turtles had tails. Yeah, that's a tail. Thank you for pointing that it is a tail. That's a tail. The original turtles had tails. DCD Collects proudly presents signed, certified, and delivered. Each envelope has one 9.8 Sig Series comic book graded by CGC. These are hand-picked for you. 7 out of 10, my lord. It could take 6 months of being constipated before they die from the buildup. Not just any Iron Man. The Iron Man that saved us all.
In the box!
Doug! It's the Captain!
And I gotta say, that shield was pretty fun to paint too. It's chunky.
It is chunky.
Chunky with the oil paint.
Yeah.
Call on me and collect with DCD. If collecting is your love,
I want more.
That's not true. He likes me because I'm loud and a brat and he can make me shut up later. Oh, I wish I didn't say that out loud.
The hits just keep on coming.
Stream so that I have a good looking head. When you say website, I don't think action figures. Hello, hello, hello. What's going on, everyone? Long time no see. It's been a while. Hey, Kate. I'm finishing this spur of the moment break that we just added. I don't know if you've seen the socials. We just did a small something. Boy, do I have a lot to talk about from last weekend. What up, Money Mitch? Money Mitch, it has been too long since I've seen you. You know what? We should get together next week. Ages. What up, Hellbolt? Love you, man. All right. Hellbolt, pick a number 1 through 7. Money Mitch, front or back? All right. 2, 3. What up, Zach? How you doing? Hello, Mel. Hello, Jimmy. All right, so we threw together, I don't know if you saw this on DCDcollects.com, we threw together a little Between Two Cons break. It's a little bit of last year's Amazing, since we have Amazing Con next week, and a little bit of this most recent con. What up, T-Bone? For those who don't know, Doug and T-Bone, hello, me lord. Doug and T-Bone are going to Las Vegas, which actually works out great for me. I'll be at the con for a little bit on Friday, but the rest of the time I'm there, I'm on vacation. That allows T-Bone and Doug to get some signatures and do some stuff. So by them deciding to join me, I can revert to it being my original vacation and only spend a little bit of the time at the con, seeing peeps and getting cigs. So to celebrate, we have a little break. It's 7 spots only. It is a small one, $124.99. Signed comic, unsigned comic, original limited edition VIP metal badge from last year's Amazing Con Vegas. 3 of which are signed. You will get your very own Comic-Con Revolution sketchbook, which are cool. An original piece of art by either Javin Loop or by Patrick Scullin. And then there's 2 giveaways. There is a giveaway, a Junior signed print from last week's con, and a Junior Scott Hanna from last year's con. So there is a whole lot for not a lot. And that's ready when you are. Dangle has a box of Finest to open. I put in another order for blowout cards. It's going to be baseball, foosball, wrestling, UFC, and baseball. Oh, and some really cheap Marvel. What up, Carlos? So that one, it's I think I got 19 boxes, so it'll fill up his back shelf. We sold a metric butt ton of stuff at the con, so let's talk about let's talk about Comic-Con Revolution 2026 in Ontario, California. It was so good. That is my favorite con. I'm not even gonna lie. Forget San Diego Comic-Con. San Diego Comic-Con sucks monkey butt. Comic-Con Revolution is a ton of fun. I enjoy it every time we go. I got to see Crystal and Juan and baby Amelia, as well as our dear baby Rhea. Baby Rhea was not having it the first half. And then after she had some juice and a couple of toys, then she wanted to see Uncle DC. I absolutely love those kids. I love Crystal and Juan. We are going to have Crystal and Juan up for dinner as soon as we get our house situated and get the studio done. They're going to come by. We're going to have dinner. I love those 2/4. It is amazing that you can develop relationships from doing something crazy like this and then becoming family through this crazy little show that I do. So I love them both. They are my dear friends. Okay, so I did a thing. I actually did a couple of things. There's a few things that I did. I did a lot. Let's just say Mrs. the Breaker in DC and a little bit over budget. Just a little over budget. A lot over budget. Way over budget. So Jimmy and Mrs. the Breaker got some Lego. Really good sets. Jimmy put it together. Did really good. I / Mrs. the Breaker got some art.
We got to meet Dan Jurgens, who is one of the nicest human beings on the planet. I got to hang out with Norm Rapman, who is one of the coolest dudes and most patient people on the planet. I did not get to meet Chris Claremont. His line was out the door and around the corner all day long, and I don't wait in lines, kids. I'm too busy for that. Who wants to know what I bought? Carlos does. Nobody else does. Carlos, I'm just going to show you then. I got this signed by Dan Jurgens, one of an excellent patch cover. I got this book signed. People may have heard of it. I met Danny Mickey. He signed this one right there in blue. I got this little nugget signed. It was already signed by Bendis. Now I got it signed by Danny Mickey as well. Now that's a dual signed book. And then Norm Rapmond. I bought a couple of things. One was this awesome Nightwing that he did a sketch for. Very pleased. Right? Isn't that just cool? Like, what a nice guy. And then, Mr. Ratman, I bought this original page from Deathstroke. Now, it is a B page. It does not have any famous characters in it, but I wonder if you can figure out why I bought it. That's right, I bought this page because it has a mustache in it. That's right, I bought an entire page just because of a mustache. I did. I'm not even joking. I was like, "Ooh, mustache, I'll buy it." Then I did a thing that Mrs. the Breaker thankfully was on board with. I'm thankful she was on board with it because I had already bought it. DC said he got it for mustache. What's up, Sapphoros? Dan Jurgens had a book of his original art in it. Some pages. Now, Dan Jurgens is pretty famous for doing one particular character. That one. That character. And that character that you just saw moments ago on the screen has an arch nemesis. Can anybody name the arch nemesis of Superman? I don't know. It's an obscure character. That's right, Lex. There is a series that's right, Un-Superman. That's the guy. There is a series that was a 10-issue mini called Superman Lost. Superman Lost carried a storyline about Lois Lane dying in the process of dying of cancer. And Lex and Soup are very sad and angry, want to battle it out because of it. uplifting series. I bought an original splash page. But I didn't just get the pencils. Oh my goodness.
That belongs in a museum. So do you.
Now I confirmed with him that those were colored digitally. There is no live color copy of that. But I do have a photo because I bought 2 copies of the comic book. That is what the finished product looked like. So, we are going to have it matted and framed. Pencils, ink, comic, and then cut out page 4 to have it in. It's going to be a big thing. What up, Chef? Nope, Chef, nobody has yet. You'd be the first. I just explained it a couple minutes ago, so it's brand new. So though that is the inks, that is the pencils. Brett Breeding did the inks. So now I own the inks and the pencils for that splash page. It is a great splash page. The more you look at it, the more you like it. I was tickled pink. The price I got it for. Couldn't believe that Dan Jurgens' original art was that cheap. And now it's going to be a beautiful piece. The two copies of the comic books arrive next week. One of them I'm just going to frame with the cover. The other one I'm going to cut out that page. It is awesome. I'm very, very pleased. And thankfully, and more importantly, Mrs. the Breaker likes them too. All right, that's it. Have a good day. See ya. Bye. Bye, everybody. It's over. I'm done. No. Let me tell you a little story. Does anybody here watch the new? I shouldn't say new, but the most recent Battlestar Galactica. Anybody watch Battlestar Galactica, the one that was 20 years ago? I loved it. If I had a choice between watching Star Trek, The Next Generation, or you liked Caprica, or Battlestar Galactica, or STG, Next Generation. If I had to choose, I can only watch one or the other for the rest of my life. It would be Battlestar Galactica. It was fantastic. Let me tell you a story about my and Mrs. the Breaker's con. So I don't know if you know this, but there were some really good signers at I knew somebody that was on Sequest. His name was Brian Sofsky. He was a background character. When he was young, grew up to be a producer in Hollywood. True story. So Comic-Con Revolution got some really great signers. They had Kurt Angle there. They had the cast of Battlestar Galactica there. They had Tim Zahn, co-creator of Admiral Thrawn, there. They had a bunch of voice actors. I believe the whole Sonic cast, voice actors, was there. Won a gold medal. The Broken Neck. Yep, it's Kurt Angle. Very nice guy, I was told. He's actually a really nice guy. Like legitimately was great to be around. I didn't go to the signers. Doug's in charge of celebrity signings. I'm not. He's the money guy, so he gets to meet them. I just get the stuff that happens afterwards. So I stayed at a hotel that was right across the street from the con. All of the hotels near the con are relatively similar priced, give or take. Like they're within $50 of each other a night, give or take, which is not a lot for hotels. So Mrs. the Breaker and I were kind of going over what hotel we would want to stay at. And, we settled on a particular hotel that I'm not going to name for privacy reasons. So the first night we're there, we got there Friday. The con was Saturday, Sunday. We get there Friday. I get there before Mrs. the Breaker because I have to set up. Mrs. the Breaker comes in. Motel 6, that's right. They left the light on for us. So I'm there. I'm tired because I had set up all day. Mrs. the Breaker comes in and goes, I don't know who's staying here, but they just sent a chauffeur to Brentwood to pick up a girl. And I was like, I wonder if it's a girl from 90210 because some of the 90210 people were there too. And I didn't think anything of it. So I go to bed and I wake up and I go to the con. Have a great Saturday. Such a great Saturday. And I'm like, I'm tired. Let's grab a bite to eat and let's go to the Motel 6. So I grabbed a bite to eat. Mrs. the Breaker spent the day at Disney with Jimmy because we had to burn a couple of days on passes that ran out this week. So I'm solo. I'm walking in. I'm tired. And I walk into the hotel room. And I must have been really tired because I was hallucinating. So I walk by the bar and I turn and I look and I go, yeah, I'm tired. I'm hallucinating. I'm going to go to my room. I'm going to chug a bottle of water. I'm going to get in a little more comfortable clothes, take a poop, and I'm gonna go back down to the bar and see what's good. So I go down to the bar, and I realize I'm not hallucinating. At the bar of my hotel is the entire cast of Battlestar Galactica. Now I'm fangirling because there's Katie Sackhoff, aka Starbuck, aka Bo-Katan. There's Admiral Adama, aka Edward James Olmos. There's Madam President. There's Gaius Baltar. Yeah. They're at the bar. They're 10 feet away from me. I'm not going to be the guy, because I've worked with a lot of actors and celebrities, and I respect their time to unwind. They just did a whole, 10 hours of signing in a con. This is them unwinding together. But I decided to people watch, not creepy like no. I bought a beer, which was $10. I bought a beer, and I sat across the bar. And, oh, I'm sorry, Tricia Helfner was there too. And I people watched. And not in a creepy way.
Beetlejuice.
Dangle! Dangle, we're about to open up something for Dangle. Dangle, let me finish my Battlestar Galactica story, buddy.
Beetlejuice.
It's showtime.
And I'm watching. And listen, folks.
You just got Dangle.
I swear to you, the actors are their characters. Let me paint a picture. There's Katie Sackhoff, Starbuck, back against the bar, elbows on the bar. By the way, shorter than I thought she was. Not as tall as I'd imagine. Elbows on the bar, talking. Next to her is Tricia Helfner, who's much taller than I thought she was. She was like 6'2". But she's seated, leaning against the bar, staring lovingly at Starbuck. Across from Starbuck is Admiral Adama, Eddie James Olmos, and he is got his awesome pimp hat on because the dude's a pimp. And he's just sipping a little something, nodding his head, keeping his eye on the person talking. To his right is Madam President. She is engaged in a conversation. She is smiling. She is gesticulating, talking with Starbuck. And across from her is Gaius Baltar. Smiling, listening. I can't remember the girl's name. Miss Park's character. Off the top of my head. Hold on. I had it last week. Oh, Grace Park. Boomer! Grace Park is there. Boomer is sitting next to Gaius Baltar. She's quiet. She's not saying anything. She's just kind of not aged a day. Looks the exact same age as 25 years ago. Didn't age. Just sitting there. Maybe a little tired, not talking. But here is the cast of Battlestar Galactica in my bar, acting like the characters they played, and I'm realizing, wow, they really base these characters on the people. And the first to leave was the Madam President, Mary McDonnell. Mary McDonnell, who is beautiful. She's a beautiful woman. She looks absolutely fantastic for her age. Big smile on her face the whole time. Great energy. She was with, I assume to be her husband, just because it was a guy. I'm just assuming. I don't know. They didn't. It's not like there was any PDA or anything. And they, retired to the room. Got their little gift bags. And the next one to go was Katie Sackhoff. Katie Starbuck. She kind of skipped her way to the front, got her little goodie bag, jumped back to everybody, gave hugs and kisses, and twirled her way like it was surreal. Just through. I'm like, that's Bo-Katan just flying away with their jetpack up the elevator. Eddie James almost looks like he paid for everybody because he just whipped out his card and paid bills and everybody gave him a kiss. And he was gone, and Tricia Helfner and Grace Park were the only two, and Gaius Baltar were the only three that were left there. And they were just engaged in conversation. Trish Helfner was talking to some handsome, dark-haired gentleman. And I was like, I'm going to go to bed now. Nobody's going to believe the story. And I refused to take a photo because I'm not a jerk. But that was my moment. I lived in that moment. I got to have that moment. And very few people got to have that moment. I did. But it was amazing to... I love Battlestar Galactica. I really do. I love it. My favorite sci-fi show. So to be able to have that moment where I was non-intrusive but got to kind of see people I'm really fans of, it was, man, it made my day. All right, Dangle, you ordered a UFC Topps Finest, but unfortunately, I had already called last call and was gone by the time the order came through. So here it is. I got gesticulating, and there we go. Ooh. Are you ready to see, is it going to be better or worse than Cyril Gagne? Hopefully better than that Rousey Carano. Everyone knew. Everybody knew that's what was going to happen. I hope people didn't think that was going to be a real fight. I believe I said, I don't know if I said it on stream or if it was just me talking with friends, that Rousey was going to destroy Carano. It was not even going to be a fight. I didn't give Carano... And by the way, listen, I'm going to be honest. Let's talk real. Gina Carano looked fantastic. Looked absolutely fantastic. She shed 100 pounds for that fight. She looked... I understand she was carrying a lot of weight, and that's her walk-around weight. But I thought she looked... And by fantastic, I don't mean, like, good-looking. I mean, like, she looked good. She looked healthy. Yeah. I think they both should have fought at a slightly higher weight. I thought they both got a little bedraggled for this one, even though Gina came in 9 pounds heavier than Rousey. But still, I knew it was not going to be a good fight. My friend asked me what I thought was going to happen during the intros, and I predicted to be less than... Yeah, if you remember, that was actually Ronda Rousey's thing, is just blitz them, take down, armbar, over. That was her bread and butter for many of her early fights. I knew she would revert back to that because, I mean, she's a mom now. Age is hitting her. She's just going to try to end this as fast as possible, and I didn't think Gina could stop her. All right, 2024 UFC Topps Finest Dangle. Less talky, more breaky. I get it. I am purchasing more UFC. As a matter of fact, I actually got a hobby box of UFC coming because the prices were right, and there were 2 guaranteed autos. So keep an eye on a nice hobby box coming to the DCD Collect store soon. All right, man. Let's get it right about there. That's where I want. Autofocus never works on cards because of the gloss, so manual it is. Bon chance, mon frère. Let's get anybody but Sean Strickland, okay? Anyone but Sean Strickland. John Jones, maybe not him either. Although for an autograph you should get him because I'm sure it sells well. Amir Abazi. Finishers, Andre the Pitbull Arlovsky, one of my favorites. Melchizel Kansi Chow. Kansi Cow. Kansi Chow. Kansi Cow. I don't speak, we need that bourbon guy. He speaks Portuguese. He would know. I love it, Arlovsky. I don't like what he's become. Costa did. Oh, God, yeah. How about, let's talk about, what's his name? Just gushing blood. That scar tissue has ended his career. Nate Diaz. Yeah, it's over for him. I'm sorry. The scar tissue is too much. It opens up. He's done. He had a bleeding problem before. Now it's over. Yuri. Oh, that is a rookie auto. Josh Quinlan. There's Sean Poopy Pants, who, by the way, did not win the fight. Sean Strickland did not win the fight. He definitely lost, and the fix is in. That was easily bribed judges, because there is no place where Sean Strickland won that fight. That was an absolute fix, and I will die on that hill. Sean Strickland did not win that fight. Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. So they are actually listed as rares. Not all of them are red, I found out. So let me pull those. Oh, what else do we have? Jessica Andrade. Ooh. Little refractor action. Oh, yeah. For a guy that's known for cardio and having fun running Ironman competitions, yeah, he did doo-doo. Mahmoud. Dominic Cruz, Chaos himself. And Duplessis. Dalbe. Johnny Parsons. BJ Penn, man. If he ain't fighting in the ring, he's fighting his family members. We don't talk about Bruno. There's Jamal Hill. There's finest Jamal Hill. Corey Sandhagen. I, truth be told, did not watch all of the fights that happened. I was a little bit busy, as you know. Miranda. You are watching Mandalorian and Grogu. Is that like the movie? I thought that's not out yet. There's Max. Ooh, there you go. Out of 39, it's good old Holly Holm, the Queen Killer herself. There you go. Can't get mad at that, man. Can't get mad at that at all. Gaethje. And not to be confused with Chelsea Handler, this is Chelsea Chandler. One of them has clothes on, and it's this one. All right, last pack. Oh, of course I did Sapphoros, the whole thing. Ah, William Gomez. That's a refractor. Out of 93, that's Jasmine Jasudavicius. I think it's Yasmin Yasudavicius, if I recall. I believe it's Yasmin. Yasudavicius. 2 numbered cards. Ooh, 3 numbered cards. How about a Jim Miller out of 39? Finishers. Dude. Hot box. That was a fire box right there. And we'll end it with Butt Cheat McJerksky. There you go, dude. Dangle, good box, man. That was worth the wait. They were like, yeah, we don't have a good auto for you in this one, but what we do have is a gang of numbered cards. They are. Let me see if I can pull up. Let me see if I can pull up my order from Blowout. It's to tell you flat out, we're buying it from Blowout. $20.25 Stadium Club UFC Hobby. 2026 UFC Chrome Hobby. Those are the 2 UFC boxes I got. Both of those are, one of them is going to be like under 180. The other one's going to be under 250. So hobby boxes, pretty cheap. I think both of them have 2 autos per. So they were really good value. They're both on sale. I figured I'd grab one of each because we have fans. I got some WWE boxes. I got some baseball. Dangle, I got a bunch of 2022 baseball. I don't know if 2022 pangs your meter, but I may have been thinking about you when I found those. Cherry picked some nice boxes. Jimmy, thank you for the streak, Jim. It is, yeah. The Chrome, yeah. It was actually pretty reasonably priced. As you know, we're going to mark it up. It's going to be transparent. It's going to be a flat 20%. That's allows us to do business. But you get, me doing it, my luck, and gangs of top loaders and penny sleeves. So it's business, folks. We don't make a ton off of that. That 20%, honestly, is technically a loss after you factor in shipping and everything else. But there it is. I thought those would be fun. The cards were not... Oh, shoot. I have to tell you. Topps Chrome is at a blowout price. We actually are beating Blowout. We are beating the other guy. We are, I think, $4 less than them. I think it's $84.99. That is price to move. It is not going to come down any lower than that. That's the final price. It is not getting any lower than $84.99 or whatever I have it at. Might be $85.99. I don't know. But that's going to be the final markdown. So those megas are priced to move, blow those out, finish them. If somebody has $850 to drop, we do have a Topps Finest Football Hobby. $850. Go on Blowout. They're $820. We're not even marking that up 20%. I know not many people here have $800+ to blow on a box of cards, but we happen to get one, and there it is. Topps Finest. Get yourself some Jackson Dart. But for the rest of us, the normal people, there's the Chrome Megas price to move. My goodness, Mrs. the Breaker and Mrs. Money Mitch now have each other's phone numbers. What up, Hex? Man, Hex, you missed it all, buddy. You missed it all. I went over all of the art we got, all the signatures we got. We opened a box of UFC. I discounted the football to the lowest it's ever been and the lowest it's going to be. Good stuff, Hex. As you can see, I didn't really set up everything. Doug was even like, you want me to set this up for you? I was like, no, I'll get it. No, I never got it. Never got it. You're on kid duty? Yeah, but your kids are awesome. Your kids are awesome. Yeah. I have, oh my God, I'll make, here's jelly for you. Mrs. the Breaker doesn't know this. Jimmy doesn't know this. I got some homemade dinner rolls. These are made by Doug's wife's Hannah. One of them is a cheddar jalapeno roll. The other one is a rosemary. I am absolutely buying some bacon tomorrow. And we'll be having a cheddar bacon, cheddar jalapeno sandwich. And nobody can stop me. Very excited. I just got a text. Wait, we have bread? Mrs. the Breaker, see, look. They're rolls. It's not. So Hannah makes big loaves. These are just dinner rolls. She hasn't made loaves in a while. I may or may not have had one just to try it because so I'm on Ozempic, as you know, and I actually have to stop. I have to stop drinking carbonated water. I have to start drinking flat water because the carbonation is upsetting my stomach because my stomach doesn't process food as fast. So the carbonation just sits in my stomach with the food. And on cue, it really upsets my stomach. So I think I'm going to have to switch to still water, which sucks. But yeah, I had one of those to try to soak up some of the stomach acid that's refluxing. Councilman Chef said he's got some stuff up for trade to try to get into this break that we just set up. So venture over to Discord if you're trying to wheel and deal. That's not the button. That's the button. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, that's the big Alex Ross. That is the, yeah, that's the very, very limited virgin variant Alex Ross. Oh, yeah, Doug got his, I'm not allowed to touch it, so I can't show you. But he got a piece of art. It's an artist that shaves pencil lead down into sculptures. And he got a Mjolnir. Again, I am not allowed to touch it, so you'll just have to go to the social media. I got to do the order real quick. Forgot to do that, so let's just knock that out real quick. lucky number 7. There we go. 7534216. No, it is not. Hellbolt, I'm not. Thank you for your sympathy. The Sabres were never supposed to get as far as they did. They were supposed to be a last place team. They were bottom of the barrel in December. To come back and win 100 points, and get home ice advantage and knock off the Bruins in round 1 shouldn't have happened. Taking Montreal to Game 7 overtime should not have happened. I am not upset about that loss. We shouldn't have been there in the first place. We didn't overachieve. We exceeded expectations. It is the, I think, 3rd youngest team in the NHL. If Tuck decides to retire, and I think it makes it the youngest team in the NHL. So we have many, many years of those same contracts to come. I can finally speak positively about being a Sabres fan again. But it's Buffalo. Thanks, BK. Hey, BK, how the Kings doing? They're looking for a new coach. Right off the bat, Dangle says, I am going to take advantage of that new pricing. It is. Listen, we are cheaper than Blowout on these. We are cheaper than that other place. We are cheaper than the big names on these. This is a big deal. Dangle sees that. He's taking advantage. We got a Disney Neon Mega. We got a Topps Chrome Mega coming. Hex, you get to see something good. Oh, yeah, I got you, baby. You know that. We are almost sold out of the Neon, by the way. Yes, the gingerbread at-ats are only online and retail stores, and they are about to retire them. They're about to retire the SKU. So if you do not have a gingerbread at-at yet, you might want to buy 2. One to put together and one to invest in. That is a true story. Thank you, Chef. You are quite right. Dangle. That last box we opened is pretty hot. We should keep that streak. I'm feeling this box. I'm going to do this one last. I'm feeling it. I also have a feeling about this one. Excuse me. I am having awful indigestion right now, folks. '26 Topps Disney Neon. This is going to have a numbered card in it. I just have that feeling. Goofy. Goofy. Yeah. Oh, look at Flotsam and Jetsam. Snowcap. Basher Beetleworks. Chrome. The Underminer. Snowcap. Pete the Panda. Jackson Storm, numbered out of 150. I told you there was a numbered card in here. I told you I had that feeling. I called it. 34 out of 150. Jackson Storm. Listen, I think today is a day. I had such a great day. I built such great karma at the con with my beautiful family and my beautiful friends, and now it's paying dividends. It is gonna be a night. Dangle is going to reap the benefits of the good karma I have sown. Dr. Bunsen Honeydew. Animal. Rizzo. Scoots. Dumbo. 2 packs to go. And then we're going to get a hot box of Topps Chrome Foosball. Beaker. Rex. Lance Slashblade. Should have a snow cap in it. It's Woody. It's Wingo. Uh-oh. Hey, Prue, do you have Wingo yet? Booyah. Dangle, dangle, dangle. Here we go. Here we go. Ooh. Joe Tooney. Jalen Reed. How about a J.C. Horn? Oh, I wasn't offering it. I was just asking if he had it. Maybe he could work out a trade. Justin Fields. Deshaun Hand. Dante Thornton Jr. and good old Mason Graham. Here it comes. Troy Aikman, Legends of the Gridiron. Jack Sawyer, rookie. Rashard Smith, rookie. Dion Walker, rookie. Yo, anybody see Rashee Rice going to jail for 30 days? Violation of probation, smoking weed while on probation. So Rashee Rice, fantasy dynasty owners, he's missing all the offseason, the OTAs, the mandatories. Yeah, he's a problem. Mostert, Lazard, Olave, Disco, Kelsey, Pugh, Gabe, and Stutzman. Kelsey is going to regret not retiring last year. Travis Kelsey, I'm telling you right now, Travis Kelsey is going to regret the fact he didn't retire. Come on. Bijan. Nick Bosa. Kenny Grant. And Princely. Two packs to go. I saw that. He's done after this. Jalen Carter, Kevin Winston, and Xavier Watts. Last pack, Jackson Dart incoming. Aiden Hutchinson, power player. Alvin Kamara, Marvin Harrison Jr., Tate Ratledge, and Seth Hannigan, wrong quarterback. Wah, wah, boom, 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 boom. Planning going to Disneyland, Galaxy's Edge. Basically a 2-day trip because it's all I can realistically afford at the moment. Thinking about next year. Mainly want to do Savvy's Workshop, getting the Magic Band, plus worth the 45, even just for the momentum. It's up to you. I mean, you don't need one now. Everything can be done through your phone. Your phone is effectively a Magic Band in and of itself. We don't use them anymore. We bought them the first time around. I couldn't even tell you where mine is right now. Save that $45 and get a nice dinner. Or save that $45, put it towards the Lightning Lane. that $45 can be used more effectively in the park. It's my opinion. But save the 45. Save it. You're welcome, man. Always. I am always going to give you the straight dope. I have no reason to lie. It just means I have to remember more things than you know. I can't remember anything. So I'd rather just tell the truth because you don't have to think about telling the truth. You just tell it because it's the truth. Lies, you have to remember. The truth, you don't have to remember because it's the truth. It's what happened. Hey, what happened? This, and this. You didn't have to remember that. You just knew that was the answer. All right. I wish those Topps Chrome Mega Boxes were nicer to us. Like, they've been unpleasant and, like, I want to say that it's just we're due, but man, it's hard to say that when they've just not been great. We have not hit a single Jackson Dart. We've only hit one Cam Scattaboo. Those are rough. I mean, did I just open the wrong half of the case? Do I have to did I stack them duty end front? Hits in the back? I don't know. It's I've watched a lot of megas opened. It's befuddling. It's true, Hellbolt. Yep. Oh well. Okay, so talked about Dan Jurgens, talked about Doug got to meet John Romita Jr. a couple of times. John Romita Jr. is a very nice guy. We got to meet Mark Teixeira. Hey, folks, how would you feel if I told you Mark Teixeira might be doing a direct project with us? We now have we met Mark Teixeira, very nice guy. He is interested in working with us for something. Yeah, that was pretty freaking mind-blowing. So, we have a couple of artists that we now know their representation, and you very well could be seeing DCD Collects facilitating more private signings, doing live shows where we have them on for a couple of hours and then that's it, no more access. So, really cool things on the horizon for DCD Collects, folks. And I think we're going to be tacking on a couple of more people next week. By the way, next week, Wednesday. Wednesday is the only day. Again, I know we did it last week, and it's going to be next week too. Wednesday is the only live day. Thursday and Friday, we will be at Amazing Comic-Con Las Vegas. You will get some live videos from the con on Friday. You will not get any from me on Saturday, but you can very well get some from Doug and Trevor on Saturday. But yeah, it is another short week next week. So if you want to get it in this week, this is the time to do it. Because currently this week we are between two cons. Get it? The name of the break, Between Two Cons, like Between Two Ferns, but less funny. That's me. So it has been a very long week, folks, and I know you just got here and just saw me, and it's only been an hour, but I'm going to call first last call. Because it may be a short stream for you, but it has been a long week for us. Oh, look, there's Doug. Hey, everybody, it's a Doug. Hey, Doug. Hi. Hello there. Hi, Michael. How are you? So there it is. There's everything. There's everything I have. I talked about Battlestar Galactica. I talked about the artists. I talked about... I got to endorse some beef jerky. They're not paying me, but it's so good that I think you need to see it. So I was looking for a somewhat healthy snack. I know beef jerky's not healthy no matter which way you make it, but still. And this guy was actually at the con. He was there. He had a plethora of jerkies with him. Wild boar, duck, elk, gator, venison, salmon, rabbit, kangaroo. By the way, I don't recommend kangaroo. Here's what I had. Luau Louie, mild teriyaki. This was delicious. Delicious. I highly recommend Luau Louie from the Jerky Hut. There you go. Unpaid mention. Because I ate it and it was delicious. You got the biscuit jerky or brisket jerky and it was amazing. See, look, even Doug agrees. That gentleman got some good jerky. Guy's name was Dave. Easy for me to remember. Dave is a very nice guy. We had a lot of conversations. Good stuff. Jerky Hut. Go get it. All right. Last call. Let's get down to it. So tomorrow, here's what to expect. Tomorrow we will be live at the regular time, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 Eastern. I was saying the 3 hours out loud. We have Between Two Cons. Councilman Chef is looking for a couple of spots. We have Robots. Robots is going to be on last call, folks. I forgot to mention that. Robots is going to be last call. I think there's only 3 robots left. 4. We are going to pull Robots this Friday. If you want to get in on the giveaways, you got to do it this week. That's it. That's all there is. There ain't no more. Friday. You've got a lot to think about, folks. You have a new discounted box price. You have a Robots that is on last call. You have a brand new $124.99 Between Two Cons break. You got stuff. And just wait until we start digging into the stuff from the con. There's a little bit in the Between Two Cons break, by the way. The Dan Jurgens did show up. There's some Jurgens in there. We are going to have gangbusters amount of material after next week too. The month of June is going to be a glut of riches for each of you. Carlos has a project coming. Paul has a project coming. Yeah, things are getting pretty hot in here. All right, ladies and gents, I gotta get out of here. It's sumo time. I am going to admit I have not watched a lot of sumo. My guys haven't been in it. I haven't been feeling it. I have been admittedly, you too, Money Mitch, I have admittedly been a bad sumo fan. But I make up for it in rating. Folks, I missed you last week. You get me this week. You get me one day next week. I'll miss you next week. But for today, I love you. I love each and every one of you. Do me a favor. Please take care of yourselves and each other so we can do this again tomorrow. This week's the only long week. Another short one next week. Be here. Good night, everybody. Let's enjoy two peak athletes duking it out in the ring for supremacy. 8 seconds or less of awesome. It's like bull riding, but 2 bulls and no riding. All right, folks, I love you. Bye.